Gonna be going live. Oh, we are recording. We're gonna be going live on YouTube in a minute. It is a fun Wednesday morning, November 5th. Welcome to our pack call. I am your coach, Felicia Saracino, and we are going live on YouTube today. So, right now, the big topic that's happening um, anywhere you turn in any industry is, well, there's a couple of big topics, I should say, but the two that are resonating with me is business planning, right? What does your strategic plan look like for 2026? If I got my lockbox ready, I just have a new listing right now I got to get ready for. And beyond business planning, business development planning is AI. Now, we are a human to human touch type of an industry. When you work in a customer service focused industry, such as real estate, senior living, anything to do with the senior industry, home care, home health, if you think you're going to get replaced by AI, you probably will. It's a mindset, but you really can't. It's impossible. Our seniors, which include our aging population right now, which includes our silent generation, baby boomers, and now our Gen Xers are starting to turn 65 and over. Those folks grew up in an era where there was a human to human contact. There were no cell phones in school. There were no phones except for the one phone that you had. And when you were a kid, like when I was a kid growing up in the 80s, I was born in the 70s, but by the time I started talking on the phone and hanging out with my friends, um, you wanted the longest phone cord possible so that you could drag the phone into your room, right off the wall. Or you always wanted to get a second phone line so you could have your own phone in your room and you didn't bother your parents. And then the big thing came along with call waiting. And then it was like, oh, we're getting another phone call. Hold on. And you prayed that you didn't hang up on the other person because if you did it wrong, you did. But it just shows you that technology continues to ebb and flow and evolve. And so within our industry, technology will continue to ebb and flow. Now, if you're like me, I like to figure out what those AI tools are out there and use them to my advantage. How can they make me more efficient? How can my software that my brokerage is providing with me be integrated with something to make me better so I can spend more time with my seniors providing that concierge level of service? So you're going to see a lot of this progressing through 2026. There's going to be some, I mean, look, we all remember when we had beepers? Ooh, who remembers that? And now we have the iPhone, my kiddo and my dog. And now I wonder what this iPhone's going to look like in the next 5 to 10 years. Who knows? And the reason why you bring this up, because our industry is evolving, but my clients, your clients that you serve in senior living, in the senior niche, if you want to use that term as well, they like paper. Majority of my clients will say, I have a computer. I don't really want to use it. DocuSign confuses me. They forget to hit the complete button at the end when they're all done, and it really frustrates them. So for us, what we like to do is print everything out, bring it to them, sign it, scan it all back to our broker for compliance, right? And I send them a scanned copy, and then I always drop off a printed copy for them, right, for what they signed. And this is a catering proposal. And the reason why is because our clients still like paper. I put everything in one of my listing boxes for them. So it's all in one easy, very symmetrically used tool for your toolbox. And if you've um, taken a couple of our courses that we have for our membership, I tell you all about the listing box, what I put in it, what we use it, where you can get them branded or just do them yourself on a budget. And they're very cost effective. And so it's important to know that that human touch is really, really important. Now, as we switch over to business planning, have many of you done a business planning clinic? And I'm not talking about how much GCI you want to make and how many sales you want to do. Do you have a marketing calendar for 2026 ready? Anyone on the call have that happen yet? Just shout it out or write it in the chat. If you're not in a position, I got to open the chat so I can see it.
No, I don't have that yet.
Okay. So I have my whole business planning for what I want to make for the year. How many calls I need to make to achieve that goal. And now when you work with the pack, on my calls, it doesn't include expireds. It doesn't include FISBOs, although you can. That's just not where I find my clients. It's really to who am I calling my sphere of influence, my past clients, and my reciprocal referral partners, as we refer to as your bod, who you're calling on what day, and how many calls you need to make or interactions that you need to have in order to equate to your goal. Now, tomorrow, I am hosting a business planning meeting. Rose, I believe it's at 11 o'clock Eastern, correct?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. At 11 o'clock Eastern, we're going to be talking about your referral partners and
No,
blowing
excuse
up.
me. We changed the time. It's 12 p.m.
Oh, it's 12 p.m. Okay, I thought that was off. Okay, so it's 12 p.m. We're trying to make sure we get our West Coast folks in and not have it so early for them. So we're trying to try a couple of things new. Um, and what's really important is for us to have a great plan for not only your referral partners, but it's like a mini marketing plan as well. So your 2026 will be successful. You will go in with less stress. You will know what your marketing budget needs to look like. You will have an understanding of how you're going to achieve your goals and blow them out of the water. That's going to be tomorrow, November 6th at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Central, and 9 a.m. Pacific Time. And it's so important to have this plan in place for you so that you can get out of the, I don't know what to do. I don't want to look at shiny penny syndrome. I want to make sure I make an impact, but I don't know how much money I need to spend on everything. So we're going to be talking about that piece tomorrow on that call because this piece is huge, but it's really revolving around your referral partners and how you're going to utilize this tool to now stretch your whole year out in a marketing plan. How many of you do, you can write it in the chat or shout it out. How many of you do, what are those things called in at the end of the year, beginning of the year? Those things that you write down. Oh my gosh, why am um, I'm losing my train of thought. You put your goals in. I want to say affirmations, but it's your resolutions, your New Year's, your New Year's resolutions. How many of you do those? And I know that, as we have done them, um, majority of the time they don't work. And Paul talks about that a lot as well. I don't do them anymore. I create goals for myself through my time blocking and make sure. How many of you have ever thought about changing your password on your computer every year? Some companies make you change your passwords every 90 days, but I take my password and I use it to my advantage. So one of the things that I implore you to do is take a look at your password for your computer. We're just talking about your computer only, your laptop, your desktop, your iPad, whatever you use, but really your computer, your MacBook, whatever. Every year, my goal is my password. So if your goal is to sell $20 million worth of real estate, what I have been taught to do for the past, 7 years now, from a colleague of mine that I work with in senior living, is to make your goal your password. And the reason why is, how many days do you think you enter your password on your computer on a daily basis? Write the number in the chat or just shout it out. I need a little interaction today. I know it's early in the morning for everyone. You, on average, enter in your password over 10 times a day. Subconsciously, you remember that password. It's ingrained in your brain, and you have to, without thinking, enter it in. And sometimes your passwords have to have key letters, numbers, characters, whatever the case may be. So if my goal were 20 million for 2026, I would type in these words. Change your password goal. I would type in the numbers 2026 GCI, actually 2026 goal 20 capital M for million exclamation point. And that would be my password. That is not my password, by the way. I can't tell you what my password is, but what your goal is, if 2026 is going to be the breakthrough year you've been waiting for, put it around there. If 2026 is going to be the year that you want to get your CSA, write it in there. And you're writing it in more present tense, right? You could also write 2026, 20 million year, exclamation point. You want to put a cap in there, a capitalization. You want to put a character or a number in there. And then I write it in don't forget to write it in your notes of your phone. And you could password protect that as well if you would like to, for triple security for you. This helps to keep you on your goal every single day. And when you change your password, yes, I just changed mine last week. It takes a few days to remember it, because by muscle memory, I keep entering in my old password. Has anyone ever done this before? Has anyone ever thought about doing it before? Wow. I'm glad you've left you all speechless today. I love that. I love that. This is something that is been, and someone said I have a pass key for my password. Pass keys are big. I like what passkeys do, but I'm an old school girl and I like to enter in my password. And I always like to try and have something that is, different for different types of passwords for different types of things too. So this is just a little tip to get you in that mindset. Mindset is really important for 2026. I know that there's a lot of financial advisors out there that states that 2026 is going to be the golden year. They could bring it on and We want the golden year of real estate right now. They can have that been drawn in real quick. Um, so the other thing that I want to make sure that you all know how to do is quick videos when you go into a community. So yesterday, well, for the past 2 days, I've been in senior living communities hosting events. The first one was a goal setting business development event for real estate agents in our local market that we hosted. And the second one yesterday was trying to see if I have it, was our inaugural NAIPC Southwest Florida chapter event. And I think I have it scheduled for today. And what I did, I was going to show you my reel, but I think I have it scheduled, pre-scheduled right now. I went into the community and I saw that they had a huge poster put up that they won the best of senior living in Southwest Florida for seniorly.com. And it was a huge poster congratulating them. And I'm like, oh, that's a great opportunity. My hands were full. I had 2 bags on, bringing in stuff for the event. But I turned around, stepped outside, walked in with a video, videoed really quick the lobby, the sign. I zoomed into the sign. And then I walked through and videoed the dining room. And then when I got into the elevator, they had our event posted in there. So I also videoed that as well. And I just put something up short and sweet. Congratulations, American House of Bonita Springs, on winning Best Senior Living Community for seniorly.com. Like, we're so proud of you. We want to share in your excitement. And I will be posting that today for them. It is the easiest way to show that you are present within a community. It doesn't have to be a professional video. Mine was surely not, because as you walk in to the community and the glass doors open, you're going to see my reflection in the window with all my bags on. And that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. But this week alone, I have been, and it's Wednesday, I have been in 2 senior living communities this week alone. How many other agents have in your marketplace? Probably not a lot of them. So it helps to set you aside, and it's showing people a little bit of a glimpse of what's happening within your life. We're here to serve seniors and not be a secret agent. And that is something that I wasn't present on there. I didn't have to speak on it. It was easy. Is that something that you all think that you can do, something similar like that? You can comment or write it in the chat. Y'all think you can handle it? Sherry, have you ever done that before? Yeah?
No, I have not, but I think I can do that.
And and there's a quick little tip that I learned. Depending on if you're left-handed or right-handed, I'm left-handed. So I do things a little bit different than right-handed people. I hold my phone. Let me unplug it. I hold my phone like an L here. I learned this from a video tip. So it's kind of like a little L to keep it steady. And I take my other finger and I put it on this side. And when I press record, I keep it at chest height. And as you're walking, you're going to walk, right? And when we walk, we do what? We wobble, right? We don't need to worry about wobbling, because as you walk, you're going to keep it really close to your chest, and you're going to slightly move the camera out and up on an angle. So this is a quick little motion. What this does is it provides a smooth walk for you without using a gimbal. So a gimbal is one of those devices that attaches to it. It's got a little arm and it helps to keep your camera steady. Now, if you don't have one of those, I have one. I always forget to charge it. I always forget to bring it with me. And so I learned this trick from a photographer. You're going to kind of make like a nice U with your fingers. And I start at my chest. And when I'm walking, I just walk it up. Now, when you want to pan and take a half moon, like a 180-degree view of the lobby, when you walk in, you're going to stand, your feet firmly planted. You don't move your arms, because what happens when we move our arms, one hand moves a little bit different than the other. You keep your hand steady and you move your waist. You move at the waist. And that's how people are getting those professional looking videos when they're going in to properties and viewing them without a professional photographer. It's a quick little trick that I learned from a YouTube video that I happened to stumble upon, like one of those shorts. And I was like, I'm going to try it. And you want to know what? It works. And the reason why I'm telling you is because you don't need fancy equipment. You don't need to make sure that everything is perfect or you're perfect. You will see on my video today, literally the Panera bread bag that's like 4 feet wide, carrying stuff in to my event. And you're going to see it in the reflection. And I was like, oh, that doesn't look so good. And then I was like, you know what? Who cares, right? It's better to have it done than perfect. And you just walk in as you're walking, and I pause the video in between takes. So what I do is I walk in, I walked up to that sign, I hit stop. And then when it was time for me to do the lobby, I hit the video again and I panned with my waist. And I moved with my waist over slowly. And then I stopped it and I walked into the dining room and I did the same thing. So that's it. That's all you need to do. And I will tell you that these quick little videos showcasing them, tag the salesperson in it. I was so grateful to see Christy today. Look at her beautiful community. Look what they accomplished. Like, brag about them. Take a few minutes. That stuff goes so far for you. And then if you want to go and do a video of a model, if you have time, I did not have time yesterday by the time we were done with our event. And if you want to go do that, you can do that as a follow-up. You're already there. Try and get that stuff done while you're there so you don't have to go back. But it could be a great thing for you to go back to tour the community so that you could get some extra video and put it up and schedule it. I schedule everything right from my phone using Meta, and I do reels right then and there. I try and keep it as simple as possible, add music to it, try and make it look super nice. That's it. Those videos will get you more attention than the prim and proper ones that you ever sit and do. How many of us spend money on videos of homes that we get on the market and you look and you only had 25 views? That happens to me all the time. And I know it happens to other agents. We were just talking about this when we were at our conference. Last weekend, I was at a listing appointment on Saturday to a famously designed in the 80s property here in Naples. It's a gorgeous neighborhood. It's almost on 2 acres close to the beach. It's like 5 minutes from the beach. It's like unheard of, right? And when I was upstairs, I saw the laundry chute. How many of you saw my video on that? And I took a quick little picture, like a video of like, when was the last time you saw one of these? Old school laundry chute. I looked down at it. It was a 6-second video. And I will tell you, it's a trending on TikTok right now. I have thousands and thousands and thousands of views from a 6-second video, and it has been viewed over 9 hours between Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok on a 6-second video. It had nothing to do with the actual listing appointment or with seniors. But sometimes it's nice to change up your algorithm with something like this because it always keeps you interesting and it keeps your watchers interested in what you have to post. So I always try and throw something different in there. And I learned that from Rory Vaden, who is a branding consultant for a lot of top coaches. And I listen to his YouTubes that he has. And it says, just try and mix it up a little bit and do something a little different. So is that something that we could all do? It's not too scary, right? It's pretty simple. And it's a great way for you to showcase any place you go to. It could be a senior living community. It could be a restaurant that you're going to. It could be the beach, a park, a local spot that you want to go, a coffee shop, anything. And it's always nice to try and showcase that. But when you have an opportunity, like we just won best of blah, 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 that's a huge opportunity for you to brag about them. So I implore you today to rip off the Band-Aid with video with just those quick 3 tips on how to do a quick video from your phone, from whatever type of smartphone you have. Change your password for 2026 to equate to one of your goals. So it's always top of mind. And then number 3, the other thing is remember, if we don't evolve, we become extinct. So yes, AI is not going to work well with our seniors that we support, but it will work well for us to try and manage some of the admin stuff that we are doing and try and explore at least one a month for you. Check with your brokerage to see what classes they have. I know our brokerage is going to be hosting a once a month class on a different AI piece and how to utilize that within your business to its fullest potential for you on the back end side of working in real estate, for your admin side. So those are some great tips for you today. So it's just 3 quick ones. And I will look forward to seeing you all on tomorrow's membership call, which is going to be about your 2026 planning for your referrals and marketing. So I'm super excited. I can't wait for you all to be there. Even if you have your plan in place, tomorrow I'm going to drop some things that are going to blow your socks off. So I want you all to leave there with a fabulous plan in place. If you are not a member, you can sign up real quick to become one. We're doing a special right now of $27 a month. That's less than a cup of coffee a day. And you will get your marketing plan for 2026 working with aging population in real estate, which is our #1 sellers right now, folks, in this market. And it is beyond that handshake. That's something that is really, really important for us because we're looking beyond just the actual sale. So I hope you all found this helpful today. Thanks for joining. And I hope you have a great Wednesday. All right. Thank you so much.